Yeah, welcome in everybody. Thanks for coming here and
Good to be
excited
here.
to share with you LaunchBox. I know you guys have been inundated with my social media posts on Facebook and various other platforms about it. And I'm just glad that you guys are all showing up, that you're interested in checking it out. I've been working on making this platform for the past 6 months or so. The idea behind LaunchBox is for it to be an all-in-one like business in a box solution for the coaches, creators, consultants who are looking to have like a singular central platform that they can start making money with that initially provides value. And I'll get into that here in a sec. I'm about to send this link to one person here real quick. And then let's see. Oh, here she is. Great. Cool. Welcome in, Angela. All right, so I'm gonna hop into sharing my screen. And I set aside like 45 minutes to go through the workshop, and we'll see how that goes. So here I'll do entire screen. You guys seeing my page okay?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Cool, so welcome to the Launch and Learn event. This is gonna be a recurring event where weekly, either Wednesday or Saturday, or maybe both, I'll be hopping on here with whoever wants to, and we'll go over various things, various topics in AI, as well as people who are subscribed as users or white label partners on LaunchBox. There will be a additional session for partners. Julie, I'm gonna answer your question, but then I'll hold questions until a little bit later.
Super quick. Are you recording this for other people that didn't attend? That's the only thing I was going to ask, just to make sure nobody misses out on your good stuff.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, and I'll have this go out once it's done
Okay,
rendering.
cool.
Yes, thank you for that.
No worries.
Cool. Okay. So essentially what I'm doing with LaunchKit, as I mentioned a moment ago, is I'm trying to reduce the amount of subscriptions that we have. I know plenty of us through 2025, if you're like me, you have the shiny object syndrome, and there's constantly new platforms coming out within the world of AI and the latest and greatest platform. And I've ended up with a ton of subscriptions. I want to say it's like 16 different subscriptions. And what I'm trying to do with LaunchBox is condense all of those into an app suite, as well as community and a course creation platform. So not only could you potentially earn from subscribers within LaunchBox, you could possibly cancel some of your subscriptions. The thing is there's a variety of these platforms, and some of them talk to each other, some of them don't. The idea behind LaunchBox is that everything is here for you to create funnels, to bring users into your platform, to manage them here, to provide value with the apps that are built, to provide value with the community that you're making here, as well as resources. And my thought behind LaunchBox is you shouldn't need multiple platforms in order to funnel people into this platform. I can just create the tools within it that will make it easy for the person who's going out there trying to get subscribers. I guess I'll ask here, and maybe we can do in the chat, or if you want to just say me or whatever. Is anybody familiar with like white labeling and what that is? Or are you confused? Because I know there's some people that are confused by that term.
Yeah.
And I certainly was.
Kind of confused.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
Still good to share it no matter what.
I'm familiar.
Yeah. Yeah, the first time I heard about white labeling was probably with Go High Level. And I don't know what it was about that, but it took me it seemed like months to really understand what it was, and I still didn't quite understand what it is. Essentially, what white labeling is you see this platform here. This is Launchbox, actually, like where these slides are being displayed from. What a white label version of this is you'd have your own company's name up here. So you'd say AI School instead of Launchbox up here. And then you'd have your own logo, your branded colors, and this would be your platform. You can even slap your domain name on here so that users don't know anything about like Launchbox. It's aischool.com or whatever domain you connect to this platform. So that's what white labeling is. It's just removing the Launchbox name, putting your name on it, and essentially selling it as your very own product. So again, one platform, your brand, and your members are paying you. I made it super simple to integrate payment into Launchbox. There's really nothing super complicated about it. It's connected to Stripe. What you do is, I'll go through it here in a moment. You will create your account on Launchbox. You'll then set your subscription price. And then what LaunchKit will do is you'll make a sales page that you share on your social media. And through that sales page, people will sign up via Stripe. And it's set to pay you like the next day or 2 days from the time your subscriber purchases. So there's going to be additional ways to monetize this platform in the future, but right now it is super straightforward. People just see your sales page, they click sign up, and then they pay with their credit card and it goes into your bank account. And then, like I said, in general, what Launchbox is and what it provides is that community aspect. There's a feed, like a Facebook news feed. There's a feature of DMing, private messaging people. There's courses and lessons that you can create within Launchbox and showcase to your users. There's a suite of AI tools, and there's an admin dashboard. And you'll excuse me, hopefully, I'm looking over my shoulder because I live with a cat now, and it's making all sorts of crazy sounds. So if you hear some jingling or running around, that's what it is. Cool. So what we're going to do today is, over the last couple of weeks, I created LaunchKit because I noticed what people were kind of dealing with as they came into Launchbox. The subscribers, they're like, okay, I can sell this, but like, where do I get started? And I want to make that onboarding process as simple and easy as possible. So that's where LaunchKit comes into play, where you can go through this process without paying. You can see what a sales page would look like. You can customize it for yourself a bit. And then you'll have mock-up images of the platform itself, as well as posts that you could share immediately to your social media. And that's really all that you need to start getting inquiries from people, to sort of dip your toes in and get your feet wet of what promoting and getting subscribers to your own Launchbox would be like. So again, it's going to be a sales page, 3 mock-ups, and launch posts. So right now I can go ahead and answer any questions that might have come up, and then I'll get into the demo of that. Does anybody have any questions that I could answer? I think I saw something come up here. Where's my chat?
Yes, Ian.
Yes.
You mentioned how many, can you say yet how many of the other tools we can go ahead and eliminate?
Yeah. I have a list of them, and just off of the top of my head, what Launchbox offers is a video. I'll show you here in a bit. Actually, I'll show you the suite of apps, and from that, I can kind of tell you what it would eliminate.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
I had a couple questions. I don't know if you want to take them now or.
I'll answer them.
Okay,
then I'll get
so
into
I was doing the course upload thing, and I was having pretty good success with it, but I got a couple of places where I'm stuck.
Okay.
We could go over that later. And then the other thing I had a question on is, do you have any blurbs or any content on how we would sell this outside of the lead magnet stuff that's generated?
Okay. For your question about the slides, I'll answer that after the presentation. I did send you an email. I made it a tool to upload your PowerPoints so that you could do it that way if you wanted.
And
then-
I actually started following that this morning. Thank you for responding so quickly. And it's actually, it's working some of the time, and then
Mhm.
others it's not. And it's a pretty simple process. And what's happening for me is, I do the upload of the folder, and it'll only upload, or it'll start the process, right, where it brings up the screen and it says rendering, but it doesn't ever seem to come off of that screen.
Okay.
And that type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I can either do that after this and show
Yeah,
you
that's
what
fine.
Braille
That's
sticks
fine.
on, or meet with you afterwards. What I am doing, and I was going to get into it later, is I'm going to be hosting a weekly class for people that are partners or white labels on Launchbox to be able to answer questions just like Tim had, because I want the people who are selling this to feel resourced and comfortable. And in addition to that, there's this help button here, which has walkthroughs, video guides. You can search for various things over here, but pretty much all of the features that are within Launchbox, there's a clip of here that you can see that will constantly be updated, as well as that upcoming weekly event for folks. And Angela, I'll go ahead and answer your question here.
Yeah, so this is something that's been on my mind for a very specific industry of which I have a contact. And I believe that it would be best for them to have their very own platform. My guess is that it may include some of the elements that you're about to present, but there would be others that would need to be integrated. So it'd be basically setting up another launch box for a specific industry online. And there would be hundreds of users potentially. I don't know what that looks like on your end. Maybe you want to think about it, because I don't know how big a swing this is. But to me, this particular niche of an industry could really use one spot, as you're describing, to log in multiple software systems. These are generally older adults, and they don't understand. I can get completely flummoxed having way too many things open on my desktop. And I know a lot of these particular people would be looking for a solution much like this. So I just don't know if that's a possibility for specific industries, if you could recreate this with different software.
Okay. Maybe as I'm going through, it might help. It might answer your question. Otherwise,
Okay.
I think that, Launchbox is pretty customizable in terms of it's not per se only coaches or consultants can use it. It could really be used as a group for anything. And then in addition, like, you do have the apps, and you can even toggle on or toggle off various things if let's say a company doesn't want to offer apps for some reason, they just want a group. You can toggle those on and off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get into the LaunchKit so that you guys can see that, and then get through the rest of showing you how to connect your accounts and all of that, and just how easy it is. And then, yeah, answer some more questions and show you guys a little bit more of the features within Launchbox. So what the URL is, it's pinned at the top. I'd suggest maybe holding until this is done. And instead of us working through it together, I'll show you here and give you the rundown on it. So this is the homepage. This is Launchbox. What you'll see over here is an offer for the LaunchKit. And what you would do if you don't have an account is sign up through here. Otherwise, if you do have an account, you can log in. And so I'm just going to make a test account. I'm going to say AI Guy 94. So I'll do AI Guy test at test.com. Go ahead and make your password.
Hey, Ian, do you by chance have this in dark mode or something? Because the white mode seems to like wash out everything.
This page, I do not have this one in dark mode.
Just as we're looking at it, everything just kind of washes out and it's really kind of hard to read. So just as an FYI.
Huh. Okay, that's good to know.
I don't know if I'm the only one.
Looks good to me.
Okay.
So,
It looks okay, and it's going to come down to probably preference. But yeah, I'm a dark mode person myself also.
so.
Agreed.
Looks good to me though.
Okay, cool. So that first step within the LaunchKit is creating your sales page. What you're going to have is 4 different templates that you can choose from. You're going to have, this is the flagship one. You could choose for a minimal, a bold option, or a modern. And essentially what these will be is a link that you would share on, say, Facebook. You'd have a post that's like, hey, check out my platform. Here's the link. And then it will pass them on to this page. And what you do is first you just choose your template, and then you can choose your brand colors. We're gonna go wild. All right, so now we've got our brand colors applied. I'm gonna actually use this one. I like this one best. Okay, cool. So now we've got just a visual. This isn't actually edited or anything at this point. Next, we will get into that editing portion and hit configure content. At this point, you'll get to enter the name of your community. So I'll say AI Guy Tech. And that'll be the name of your community. The next, it's going to ask you what you're gearing your community towards. I'll just keep it simple here, but you can get as in-depth as you like. But it really only needs a few sentences. And so I'll say AI consultant for beginners. We'll just keep it at that. Topics or skills I'll teach: AI tools, marketing, and sales, as well as how to use the apps in my platform. What transformation or outcomes will members experience? They'll be more adept at using AI tools, saving the time. Okay. Lastly, all you got to do is upload some images here. So you'll do your business logo. Let's see. For this one, I think, okay, yeah, I have a demo one. So I'll upload that logo. I'm going to upload an image of me. And then a style reference. A style reference could be anything like your website, or if you have a brand kit kind of guide, you could upload an image of that. I'm going to just upload something that I like the colors of and kind of want to get the gist of that theme. So I'll do this sunset picture. Okay. And again, these aren't hard set. You can always come back and change them. So it's not life or death. You don't have to have this perfect by any means. You can make edits to it later. So right now we're going to hit submit. What it's doing is taking that template that we chose on the first step, taking our answers that we have in this configure content step, as well as our images, and applying them to that template so that we have an optimized version of it that is taking pretty much the same content, but using our information. We've got our logo up here, AI Guy Tech, and then some of this copy within the page is updated and optimized for getting subscribers into my what I'm trying to do in my own community. Now over here in the sidebar, if you don't like something, you can make edits. So we could say master AI tools and skills. If you like, you've got your heroes section, which is this top part, problem features, which is down here. And then the rest you can do like that. So for now, we're just going to say this is good. I'll hit save. Again, I can come back and make edits to this later if I like. Now what it's doing is creating our images, our mock-up images of our branded Launchbox, as well as the posts here. So we'll give it a second to make these images. All right, here's our first one. So now we have our logo up here, introducing AI Guy Tech, or insert brand or company name here. It's got a mock-up of the dashboard there, and just something easy that people can kind of get the gist off the rip of what it has. Here's another image that it makes of the features that are listed within the platform. So it goes over the app suite, integrated AI chat, community, tokens, and then a call to action to join the platform. And then lastly,
that actually was exactly what I was asking for when I asked my question in the beginning. Is that one pager there was perfect.
Nice. Yeah. So people who are already in the platform, Tim is already in the platform. I'll show you, this flow is a little bit different, but it's more or less the same. And yours is actually in your login and stuff like that. And then here's a mock-up of some additional platforms it would be on. So I would take this, if I'd like, I can copy the text here, go to Facebook, bada bing, bada boom, copy that. And then I'd have it here. And then I could post it. So I'll get on to the last phase here, which is actually, if you guys do want to subscribe, there's this checkout page where it's already got all of your information here. If you want to make any more changes, you can change your platform name or your workspace URL. And I'm doing a workshop special for this where if you do a monthly, you'll get your first month for $39.99. And then after that, recurring, it's $49.99 a month, which is the founding members price. And at the end of this month, I'm upping the price per month. So this would be really the best time to get in, as well as if you want to do yearly, you could pay for the whole year for $449. And you could start to see the breakdown of numbers where if you're canceling some of your subscriptions because Launchbox is able to provide the same sort of value, as well as you're charging a subscription to users for $29.99 a month, and you got 10 of those, that's $300. Or more subscribers, it starts to make a lot of sense to me. Here we'll go through the check-in, and I'll show you how to connect your bank account and Stripe and all of that. There's a coupon, just hit apply here. And then there's also something that I'm offering if you're interested in doing an hour-long session one-on-one. I can help you map out a strategy with Launchbox, call it Rocket Fuel, help you be as best set up to get subscribers into your account. So here, I'll go ahead and just use my card and I'll subscribe. And now you're going to be able to see these final steps of connecting everything. So these are the colors of our platform. Here we go. So the first one is we're just going to verify that we want that as our name, our tagline, our platform logo is good. We can change our colors again here if we like. This second part of the three-step onboarding is connecting Stripe. So if you already have a Stripe account, even easier, If not, it's still easy. You just hit this connect Stripe button here, and it'll go through a few different questions. I already have a Stripe account, so all I have to do is enter my email there, and it's going to find all of my accounts on Stripe. Let me enter my code here. And I'll be careful to 102. Okay. Let's see who is Frank Spatham. Let's see. 743862. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so if you already have an account, it's going to look like this, where you can select one of these existing connections. I'll just hit one of them, hit agree and continue. Otherwise, it's going to ask you some questions like if you want to sign up as a business or as a sole proprietor. It will ask you like your address. It will go through a connection phase of you logging into your bank account, so that way you're selecting the bank account that you want payouts to be occurring in. And it may ask some other information like the URL. If it does, you can go ahead and just type in launchbox.space like that. And it might take a second. It says it can take up to 1 minute. I'm just gonna see if I can get it to speed up here.
Hey, Ian, did you ever look into the tax issue that we had talked about on our call the other day?
I did actually. So what Julia is referring to is there's been some questions about international taxes, and from the research that I've done, Stripe takes care of it all as far as appropriately adding the amount of tax that for the given country they're supposed to be applied. So it seems like everything is taken care of on Stripe's end with that. Okay. I think it's all good to go here. So that's, in my opinion, that's the hardest part, is like just the Stripe piece. And that, as you saw, was relatively painless. Now, if you have any issues signing up with Stripe, just send me an email and I'd be more than happy to give you some help on that. So now we've got our Stripe. It's going to pay us out whenever we get subscribers. The fun part now is the third and final step is we're going to set our subscription price. So here, what we're going to charge for our end user. So let's say we want to make, I think that $29.99 is a good price. I'm going to set it at $24.99. How Launchbox works is your subscriber will pay the $24.99, and that's going directly to you. And then there's a fee, which you see is $5. So at the end of the day, they're paying $29.99. And what it's a seat fee because those users are getting tokens. There's real cost attached to those tokens as they're using different apps in here. They're essentially getting a gift card with so many tokens. As they're using different apps, those tokens go down on their gift card, and then they have the option to purchase more after that if they like. And so that's where that comes in. So let's say we're getting a subscriber, you're going to pocket $24.99 for that paid subscription. You can also set an option for a yearly, and let's say it's going to be, they can pay immediately for the whole year and like $509 for the year. There's also the ability to do free subscriptions. So I'll show you that here in a bit. So now we're going to finish up. That's everything as far as setup goes. Now we've got our sales page. We get this little pop-up that tells us to go to LaunchKit. And this is the LaunchKit within the platform. You can see down here, there's a user side and an admin side. All of the management stuff is going to be housed within the admin side. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit make live. I'm going to open up this link in a new page. And then that template that we had in the very beginning, this is an actual live web page that I can share to Facebook, other social medias, in person at events. If I'm speaking or whatever, I'd be like, hey, join my platform. Here's the link, and they'll come here. They'll be able to learn everything about Launchbox or your branded Launchbox, and then very simply just click get started, and then boom, they're sent to a page to pay. And here they would pay $29.99. After that, they're a user in your platform. And what they get access to as users, again, is the feed. So I'll hop out of this one so you can see a little bit more of what like an active feed looks like. They get access to courses or apps. So audio, video transcription, image generation. So Arch, to answer your question from earlier, these apps could certainly replace different subscriptions that you have. So audio and video transcription, I know I've had a subscription to Otter AI, which I think is $29.99 a month, if I'm not mistaken. This one is included, and it works on tokens. So whatever the cost of the API to transcribe that, that's getting deducted at cost. Image generations, similarly, I'm able to constantly update this with the latest and greatest AI image models. So here we've got Nano Banana Pro, Seed Dream, Flux 2, all the best there. I'm gonna hop out, and before I get more into the platform, I guess, let me see, I'll do 2 questions now, and then go through and then answer a couple more questions, and then we can wrap it up. All right, Melissa, yes.
Hey, Ian, I'm so sorry. I've got little ones here running around. I've got one eye on the screen and one eye on them. So I have a question. I know there's going to be a replay, right? So I can go right into this. Okay. So one question that I have that came up was, is this going to be constantly updated with the most current, most recent? Because, you know, we learn something and then it changes. So can I assume that you will be keeping all of this up to date
Yes,
with
yes,
the
you
most
can.
platforms and all of that? Okay. Will you be deleting anything?
There's a possibility, yes, so to answer your question and how it applies to Launchbox, the latest and greatest would be the LLM models. And currently, as you all know, it's like ChatGPT 5.4. That's the latest and greatest from OpenAI. So over here, this is the AI chat. You're able to select from different models. I have Gemini 3.1, Claude Haiku, Claude Sonnet 4.6, GPT 5.4. I have an old version of ChatGPT 4.0 because I know some people actually really like that model. And I'm able to add in various models if there's like a special one that makes sense to add in. I can certainly add that. So the latest and greatest chat models, the latest and greatest image models, and the latest video models. And yes, they will be in here.
Okay. And can we expect the replay today?
You should be able to expect it. I know it takes a couple hours for Google to render sometimes. So as soon as that comes out, I'll share it in an email.
Okay, but within the next 24 hours or so?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, because I want to rewatch it when it's quiet, but I'm definitely going to reach out to you for a call.
Certainly.
Definitely.
I'm happy to hop on. Yeah, sure.
But before and I'll have a list of questions together. I don't want to do that though without having thoroughly paid attention. So, okay, thank you.
You got it. Hey, Angela.
Hey, Ian, I just wanted to ask, as you know, I'm involved with a platform that is kind of set up like this. I love what you've done, by the way. It looks really excellent. One of the common challenges with people going into like a drop-down menu and they're finding a different LLM to utilize is things like knowledge bases. I don't know what that looks like on your end. Like, are we able to create a knowledge base within the confines of the LLMs that are under Launchbox?
Currently, how like that would be managed is just within a conversation. I do not have presets for a user coming in and setting up a system prompt. However, that's something that I'm planning to add in, and that's something that's easy for me to add in. And something else that I want to do, and a reason that I've kind of hesitated on that, and it's really something that should be added regardless, is so let's say for you, Angela, you want to market custom GPTs as well as like everything else. Like, hey, join my platform. I have a custom GPT specifically for marketing, or I have a custom GPT, and essentially like your own special suite of chat GPTs or custom GPTs. So that's another way that I'm planning to actually integrate that. So you as an admin, you would be the one setting up those custom GPTs possibly. And to me, I think you see it all the time on social media. It's like, come check out my custom GPT or whatever, So in addition to all the apps that are in here, that will be a functionality here very soon.
So it's almost like customizing what you've customized.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool. That's really great. Thank you, Ian.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm going to just do a quick rundown of what's in here, and I won't have time to do a deep dive in everything. Like I said, I have this help button here. So as you're subscribed, you can get access through that, as well as I can send a link. The video is up on a web page. You can view it there as well. So that will answer some of your questions. And then, yeah, if you need to ask me anything, I'm sure most of us are already on Facebook together, or email me, or we can hop on a call. So you saw here, this is the feed. So this is where like a news feed, similar to like a Facebook group or whatever. So as you're gaining subscribers, you'll make posts in here if you like. Your users can make posts. You can like and comment on people's posts, and you can pin announcements. So let's say for the week, you want everyone to learn something about how to do referrals, or you have a referral to a specific program, you could link that here. Same with resources. So there's a way to upload PDFs and a variety of other things so that your community has access to those resources at the click of a button. There is this feature up here in the top right. This is how you access direct messaging with other members of your community, as well as this is how you get to the AI assistants. So you have messaging between people and AI models. You can switch the themes up here. There's notifications that you can set. And there's even because for me, I'm constantly writing down notes. There's just a quick notepad kind of functionality in here that just houses everything that you or your users might want to just take a quick note for. Hopping into the apps, audio and video, like I said, image generation. I have this version to create cohesive, consistent creatives. So how you would do that is come into brand mode. You'd upload your style reference, your logo, and your character, and give it a prompt, and it's going to create consistent images. So it would always use your logo. It'll always use that same character and that same style. So that's how you would do that. Apps. This one is a pretty big one. Is a video generation tool similar to CapCut. So you're able to use the AI model. I have a drop down of, again, like the latest and greatest AI models, and it will create these clips. I actually a while ago met with Julie, and here's her cool cat, and you can add it onto the timeline. You can do audio, you can do text, And very similar, like I said, to CapCut, there's transitions. You can upload files from your computer locally. So if you have videos there, images. In CapCut, I've paid for that subscription. That's a $19 subscription that I no longer have to pay for. Let's see, apps.
Hey, Ian, the new cat, the cool cat looks better. The one that your system actually generated, I think. That's the old
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I'll do a quick link to it so people can see if they want.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, do that. The videos that you guys have seen me put out, I use this teleprompter tool. This one's handy to do on my phone, and you just paste in your script. I'll just copy this here. Boom, paste it in. You can do a preset of the scroll speed, but you just enable your camera, and now as I hit start record, it's going to do a scroll up feature of that text that as I read it, it's going to record. So you can save those videos and that text won't be on the screen. Another cool one, which a lot of people have been really liking, is the marketing wizard. It creates landing pages. And this one's due for some updates as well. But I don't know how many of you signed up to come here today on a form, but this is how I created that form for people to come sign up. Here you can see the people, some of you here are in this list, and that's how I can keep track of sort of some leads. And it's like a light version of a CRM that helps me manage where these folks are. So you can create and edit these landing pages. And again, you'll just get a link that, boom, you can share this. People can fill out this form, and now I'm able to capture that information.
Is this on the admin side? I'm sorry.
This is on the user side. So your users get access to this very app here.
Oh,
And you as the admin, of course, you can use that as well as a feature.
okay.
So the slides that I'll get back to here in a second, those are created within the admin side. This is what it looks like as your end user. So, you know, if you have a variety of lessons, let's say it's on, again, referral marketing or social media posting, or how to even use the apps within Launchbox, you can build those super easy, super simple, and they come out looking something like this. Pretty nice, in my opinion. And they're easy to make edits to, easy to reference images to create the slides. And I think, again, a really great way to provide value to those end users. Last couple things that your users get access to is resources. Like I shared before, you're able to create internal things so that there's that exclusivity feature that, hey, join my platform and you'll get this PDF resource on how to do XYZ. Or, you know, you can house whatever resources here. It's flexible. And then this other piece is events, which you're able to just create things for your users to be aware of. You can add thumbnails. You can see here, I didn't add images to these ones, but that way they can keep track of any upcoming events. And something that I've integrated, I am still working on it, is a live video conferencing. So similar to what we're doing right here on Google Meet, instead of having to come to Google Meet, all you'll have to do is you'll come to the admin side, hit Event Manager, you can go live now, and now you can create a session and hop on a call with your community, and they would be added in here. So that one is still, like, I'm still working out how it goes. So it's in there. If you wanted to use it as you're signed up, let me know. And yes, maybe the next one of these launch and learn events I'll be doing on there. And I know we're running out of time. I'll answer a few questions and then I will wrap up here. So let's see, I see Melissa Tart.
Ian, quick question.
Yes.
What we do in the event that this thing crashes? I'm sorry. I have to ask.
In the event that it crashes, so as you guys know, I've worked on that other platform, which had 1,600 users on it, the AI for B app. And there was a couple times that that platform went down. It wasn't due to anything that happened on our end, but there are protocols for managing like a down event. So that one, of course, we were easily able to find out that it was something outside of our control. It wasn't anything to do with the platform. It was a server issue with Cloudflare. And then there's been instances that, I mean, I, along with my developers, we I don't know, we're just like on call and prepared for if anything happens. And with that old app, nothing happened. It stayed up outside of that one event that was outside of our control where nobody could log in. And so if that happens, you have users in there, you would just message them on through email or something and say, hey, just a heads up, the platform is temporarily down and it will be up as soon as I know, I will let you know and you'll be able to get back access. It happens all the time. I'm not going to say it won't ever happen with Launchbox, but I mean, it's manageable and it's okay. But happy to, I don't know, answer more of that later on if there's some more follow-up questions. Julie. Okay, maybe she didn't have her hand raised. Arch.
Hey, so
Hey.
help me wrap my head around this a little bit in
Sure.
terms of the subscription.
Okay.
I guess I'm not thinking. I didn't get enough sleep, so help me. So when the subscribers will see $24.99, right? Like in your case, for instance, your example. Will they see $29.99 or $24.99?
They would see $29.99. So
Okay.
I'm just lumping that $5 seat fee in so that that's already accounted for you. So for that end user. So you're expecting $24.99. That's the price you're typing in. That's what you're expecting to make.
Okay, but they're seeing $29.99. Okay, I thought they would. All right, I got it straight. All right, fair enough.
Okay.
Thanks.
You got it. And your end users are able to manage their billing, their subscription, all of that through this here. They can manage their billing, upgrade if they're a free account, and like that. So I'll hop back into my presentation and then wrap her up. And yeah.
Where did the tokens go? Did you answer that question? Did I miss it?
I answered it a little. So essentially, your users, that $5 seat fee is covering 45,000 tokens, which is essentially about $5 worth of API usage. So as they're using the chat, as they're using the image, the video generation, the anything that uses AI API calls, pretty much, there's a real cost associated with that. And so that's where those tokens come into play. So there's it's covering that cost. And if they have used all of those, they can very easily hit this button and purchase a bundle of more tokens.
Okay, so
And-
then we don't have to buy them for them and give them to them. It's already built into the system.
Correct. It
Okay,
is.
and then that 45,000 tokens roughly is for a month, so that they get it every month, kind of like how I
Yes.
bought for a full year with you, and you just threw them in my account for the full year.
Yes,
Okay, got it. Thank you. That helps.
of course. Yeah. All right, here we go. So can anybody here, like, what are your thoughts on this just initially? You can throw it in the chat, whatever.
Looking
Tokens
forward to
will-
testing it out.
Heck yeah, me too. So the tokens are going to roll over for 2 months. So you'll have 2 months worth of stored tokens, and that's how that will work. That's the float model of LaunchBox. If you purchase tokens, however, those won't be touched. Those are yours. But that's just with that 45,000 tokens. Those are gonna roll over for 2 months. Julie?
They're going to roll over for 2 months
Yes,
consecutively. Like,
consecutively.
okay.
So Ian, since I did the annual subscription with LaunchBox when you first started,
Mhm.
how do my tokens roll into this particular aspect? Are they coinciding with each other, or is this or is what I have in this two separate platforms? I guess is what I'm asking, because it seems like this is actually the platform I actually have already, that I already did the annual purchase on. So this would give me a right to white label it, is all this is doing, correct?
Yes, and honestly, you were one of the first subscribers in LaunchBox, and that was before I'd really kind of figured out the whole model behind the tokens. And you were given a different model of like token bundle. So you were given the entire thing for the year. The way that I'm going to do it is monthly. So every 30 days on the date that that user subscribed is when they would get a replenishment. And that's how that would work. And if there's 2 months stored, that's the max of rollover. So there will always be that maximum for that.
So I guess what I'm asking is that I have my personal account already and the tokens are in there. If
Yes.
I upgrade to the white label, will I get the additional tokens on that with the white label subscription
Yes.
added
You will.
on? So it'll
You
add
will.
on that.
Yes.
So it'll actually be, I'll be using, so it'll be an integrated platform basically. So what I have will just upgrade to white label.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. I think I get it. If not, we can talk offline. I don't want to waste any more time. So
Absolutely. So again, this is just a rough estimate of, let's say you're paying $300 a month in subscriptions for ChatGPT, Circle, Kajabi, maybe a CRM that you're not really using. That's $300 a month, comes out to around $4,000. And the launch box at this founding member rate of $49.99 is around, it's actually $4.99 if you get the whole year. So $500. And then let's say you're making, you're charging $35 a month. You have 10 subscribers. That's $4,000 again. And the ROI impact is roughly $7,760. That's just my rough math. So again, this goes over the different things. I already showed you most of everything, but the admin, it has billing control, white label, customization, lesson builder, which I didn't get a chance to get into, but like I shared at the start, I'm going to be doing a weekly event for partners who are white labels. That's free if you're subscribed, that I'll go into more in-depth lessons that will go over the lesson builder and all of that sort of stuff. Let's see. So again, right now, the founding member rate for LaunchBox ends at March 31st. And then the plan is to go up to $99.99 a month. And you can get it now for $49.99 a month or annually pay for the whole thing. But because you're here at this workshop and because I really want people to use this LaunchKit feature. If you use LaunchKit, it'll give you pretty much, as you saw, everything that you need, your sales page, your checkout, your links. If you use the LaunchKit path, like I showed, you'll get the first month for $39.99 a month, or if you wanted to do the annual for the year, $449. I'm also going to give 50,000 additional sign-up tokens for you as a admin. So that's 150,000 tokens, about $15 worth of API usage to use the image generation, to use the video creation, to create lessons with, a whole lot of good stuff in there, as well as if you think you need some help of like strategizing how to do your launch with Launchbox, or just need some extra support, have some questions, I'm doing a Launch Fuel, which is my one-on-one hour-long session for $89.99 instead of $149.99. And yeah, we're not going to be building this alone. I'm going to be doing regular workshops, and I'm also going to be creating a very own community within Launchbox that will be everything about supporting you guys, essentially. So you'll have your own account, but then you'll also have access to my Launchbox account, which will be the partners hub, where in that feed, the partners are able to communicate and help support each other there. So I don't have that set up right now, but as soon as that's set up, you all who become white label partners will get access to that, as well as these workshops. I will be doing a free one for the public, as well as workshops specifically for white label partner subscribers. So yeah, if you're interested, it's launchbox.space/launchkit. If you don't write that down, no problem. Just send me a message, email me, anything. Yeah, and again, thank you all for showing up and supporting me, whether it's been like on Facebook, commenting, liking my posts, like all of that is enough and plenty. But really, my goal is to give you all something that you can take and make some money with, instead of like giving you another headache to sort of figure out, yes, there is a learning curve behind Launchbox, but you'll get a link of something that you can sell potentially today to your community. So last chance, I'll open up for questions or comments, and again, thank you all.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course.
This is
So,
great.
Ian, are you actually going to maybe put like a chat feature in there that would be part of the sale maybe in the future?
A cat feature?
Cat feature, not a cat feature.
Wait, I'm still not hearing you right.
Like a closed bot, like a chat bot, anything like that for a widget. So customers can talk to, because I just see the future of like, trade like plumbing and HVAC, all that stuff. I think that's just going to be a big boom industry because of the way AI is kind of eliminating jobs, and I think there's just going to be a big shift. So I'm just curious if there's going to be any chat features so people can talk. And are you going to do any kind of videos to really let us like watch the videos to learn how this platform actually works? Because it's hard to sell a platform that you don't really know how it works.
Right. Yeah.
So that's my that's my
I hear you on
learning
that.
moment.
Yes. So as far as the first question of like, will there be a chat functionality for sales and stuff? My goal, that's not on my roadmap right now, but my goal with Launchbox is to just continue adding and building into it, making it a stronger platform overall with new apps, new ways to help the white labels get subscribers. And I don't know if many of you here remember, I created an app a long time ago, like a year ago or so, over a year ago, called Chatter Card. And that was like a digital business card, sort of like a link tree. And I'm gonna add that in as an app. So you could use that as a way to give your users a chatbot to learn more about your space before they become subscribers. And then as far as the videos and things like that, those are available here in the help button. You can hit video guide, and these are separate lessons. These little cards here you can click on, and it will take you to the part in the video where I go over that specific topic. So there's that aspect of providing support. There will be the weekly workshops with partners that will help provide support. And then as Launchbox grows as a business and as a company, I'll be hiring on customer success people like as soon as I can, because again, like I want you guys to be successful. This is about if you guys are doing well, I'm doing well, and like that.
Hey,
Cool.
Ian, this is Julie. Thank you so much for this.
course.
So I do have some gaps in my knowledge, but I'll go over everything again, and I may reach out with some quick questions. But for now, what I wanted to ask is I'm still not clear. I think Angela had asked about knowledge bases and such. At a very high level, can you tell us what it can do right now? If somebody had a knowledge base, I'm thinking of GPTs, right? And then this week and last, I've been learning about skills. So how can all that be used here, or even creating personas?
Okay, it's a good question. And how I answered Angela, is right now there isn't a custom GPT functionality or knowledge base per se. There's different chats, so I can open up a new chat and say, hello, and then it'll save it so I can come back and reference it. And so in that sense, it's kind of remembering that. What I'm going to do is I'll add a button here. It'll be somewhere probably up here. It'll be a plus button, or somewhere around here. And it'll be like, essentially all a knowledge base is you're uploading documents about something specific that you want the AI to have context over. So there'll be a plus button up there where it will allow you to sort of create a knowledge base that applies to the chat. And then the other piece, which is maybe confusing, and I'm sorry, I might have muddied the waters a bit, but that would be for your users. So they could create custom GPTs with their own knowledge bases. The other piece I was talking about was an additional layer of admins and white label owners to provide value to their users is for them to create their own custom GPTs for their users to have. So sign up for my platform, you'll get access to 5 different GPTs, the business coach, the marketing coach, all that I have made custom built for you. And so that there's that aspect. You as an admin would be able to, set that knowledge base and system up.
Okay, that is helpful. Yeah, there's the two sides going on. So that's the thing I need to get clear in my head, and I'll go back and review everything. So it sounds like, as the admin, you'd be able to set up those GPTs or what have you. But then on the user end, which I think is that screen that you have up, right?
Yes.
How do they then operationalize that GPT they have? How do they put it in there and it runs the same task repetitively, if that makes sense?
It does make sense. And I don't have it like mapped out as far as the UI, but it will either be in the apps here. So they'd find the custom GPTs in there, or it would just be a drop down here that they would choose create new or select from one of the presets that you have created on the admin side.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course. Anybody else? I can answer your questions.
Ian, can you maybe put together like a one sheet, like kind of a list of all the different features and benefits maybe for us, that kind of clear it up, and that way.
I have a one sheet here I'll send to you all.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Of course.
It looks fabulous. I'm excited. So we can actually white label it for our own brand and then sell it as a white label through our brand. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then is the affiliate thing a possibility still? Because I knew you were working on that.
The affiliate aspect I haven't built in, but there's a lot that I want to build in.
Okay.
And Julie, that I really do, because that would be another great way for white labels to make some additional income. So to be continued on referrals. But outside of just being able to get subscribers, I have many other things planned that will help white labels get some more income outside of just the subscription. So right now it's pretty straightforward. You get your subscribers at a set price, but I have some other things that I'm thinking of. So, and you guys are all helping shape it.
When you say subscribers, so I get it. I brand it as my AI for Biz Pro and with my Cool Cat, and my subscriber comes on and gets to use the Launchbox platform under my white label. But they can also, I can tell them they can get their own white label too if they want?
Right,
Or
and
does
that's
it
sort
not
of
work
where
that way? I'm a
I'm
little confused on that. So I
Yeah.
might just find the white label for me. I'm not selling your white label.
correct. You have a license of Launchbox skinned and branded to your company, and then you're getting subscribers. The referral piece, and that's why I haven't done it yet, is because I don't want it to necessarily compete with the white label model at this point.
Okay.
Once I figure out how that works together, which I know it will, there's some path, but I'm just wanting the white label model to sort of be the main driver at this point. But yes, that's the point. That's really the aspect of it of why I'm kind of still sitting on it.
Hey, Ian, to piggyback on that, do you see a scenario where, so if I've white labeled and I have users, customers, right, where they too can refer, and then that's kind of like the affiliate program within my white labeled? I think that would be of some value as you consider what to do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really open to any suggestions that you all have on the platform as you're using it. And again, that weekly workshop, maybe that will be an aspect of it of what do you want built in, and we'll see like what is possible and the timelines for things. But you guys are gonna help like shape this platform into being the best thing for you all. So yes, the referral piece, I really do want to figure that one out. So again, yeah, everybody, thank you for coming. The link to join is that launchbox.space/LaunchKit. -LaunchKit. There we go. And you can create your sales page, your promotionals, and then use that coupon to get access and start selling your platform, essentially. So yeah, I guess if there's no more questions, you guys know where to find me. I know where to find you. I'll follow up with you all if I don't hear from you, and just say, what are your thoughts? And yeah, thank you all again for coming. It means so much.
Thank you, Ian. I appreciate it. And I'll
Thanks,
follow up
Ian.
with you since I already paid for the whole year, and we'll talk about it offline. So thank you, though.
Yes.
Thanks, Ian.
I believe in you, Ian. I told you that from the start.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, cool things to come this year. Thank you.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.